Hey everyone, and today tonight actually, we are going to be making a $400 PC build. It may actually be plus or minus 25, 30, $35 depending on the price changing from this point on, and we actually buy the stuff. For the most part, we're just going to be trying to use Newegg. Now, for the processor, we're going to go ahead and grab an AMD A10-5800K. It's a 3.8 GHz processor with 4.2 turbo speed. It's a socket FM2 at 100 watts. It's a quad-core desktop. It has a built-in GPU, so it's an APU, and the built-in GPU is an AMD Radeon HD 7660D. This CPU will give you the ability to play games up to 720p, no problem. Some games you will actually be able to play up to 1080p. It's going to vary from game to game and based on the settings. But overall, you should not have any issues with any games, so you should be able to actually enjoy your gaming pretty flawlessly and easily be able to maintain at least 30 to 60 frames per second. We're going to just go ahead and grab the ASRock FM2A75 Pro 400-M, and this is going to house the CPU. The reason we also picked this one is because we like the expansion options this thing offers. It's got a lot of different options to it. It's got 5 SATA 6 GB connections. It's got 2 USB 3s. It's got, for our USB 2s, it's got DVI, it's got a VGA, it's got an HDMI. It's pretty much got everything you're going to pretty much want if you're going to be doing gaming, sound. It's also got nice expansion for the RAM, so if you want to add additional RAM, you have that capability. PCI, it's got 2 PCI Express 2 X16, it's got an X1, and a plain PCI slot. So you have a lot of options, so if you really wanted to add a video card or something, you have that capability. But overall, you really shouldn't have to do that since this is a cheap build. But you do have the options to make the expansions if you want. We're going to grab G.SKILL Ripjaws. They're 8 GB. You shouldn't have any issues with them. The timing, the case latency, pretty good. If you wanted to, you could actually grab more of them because the motherboard actually had enough RAM space to actually do them. So you have the expansion if you need more RAM, but you should be fine with that. Now we're just going to go ahead and grab a simple 1.5 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. If you really wanted to grab an SSD or a hybrid or something for a caching, you could do that, but since we're expecting games to be played on this, and games typically are 10, 30 something gigabytes these days, and we really don't want to have to worry about disk space, uninstall, install. We're just going to grab something big that just has a lot of storage options. You may actually use this for family photos, whatever the cost may be, because this is a not so much a gaming rig build, but a budget machine that has some quality should you actually want to maybe do video editing and video development. So we're just going to grab something to allow you to put your videos, whatever media you might want. It has storage options. I'm also going to grab a fractal design. This is the 1000. It's an ATX case. It's got USB 3, so that will house everything. We're also going to go ahead and grab a Cool Master. It's a 450 watt. It's an 80 plus bronze certified. We definitely advise that you always make sure you grab an 80 plus. We do not ever encourage anyone to buy anything below 80 plus. Spend the extra money and go home happy. That way you're not risking having a $400 build get destroyed over a $20 PSU. Definitely just make sure you grab the 80 plus. And we're just going to go ahead and grab a light on. I mean, you might want to burn DVDs, you might want to rip them, music, whatever. So if you want it, you can add it. If not, you can save $18 pretty much. But we really don't see much use for them. We have a ton of them just sitting in the storage closet we could build a mountain with how many we actually have seen around in the office, because we don't ever have to replace them, and we just salvage them from old machines, and no one ever, we can't even give them away. Like the days of when you would want like 6 or 8 of them in like one tower, those days are apparently gone. So anyway, that's just an option. I mean, if you want something, you could probably find something cheaper, or just find something laying around. You could just go to the dump and probably just salvage one if you really want to save some money. I mean, yeah, so that pretty much sums up the $400 build. Depending on how the prices change, I believe the prices have actually now probably gone up since when we first did this this build about a month or so ago. So I don't think it's probably around the $400 now, but it was. But if you do in fact shop around, you should be able to find everything just fine. So that pretty much concludes this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe, like, stalk us, follow, whatever it is people do on social media these days. There's like so many terms, so just keep following. We've got a lot more PC builds coming out, so thanks for watching, guys.